G'day, this is Captainoob and this is the Kingfisher. This is this week's, as of this recording, survival mode challenge weapon that you get for, completing the challenges. What are the challenges? Well, I've actually recorded me doing them this time, so let me show you. Step 1. First we get the sugar. Done. Then we get the power. And then we get the women. And then we also complete an event too. Yeah, that helps. Now that we know how to actually get this thing in our inventory, this is quite easy, by the way. I did that in like 5 minutes, which was nice. Didn't have to spend too much time in survival fucking around with idiots who would kill you on sight. But anyways, what exactly is this thing? Obviously, it's a harpoon gun. It's got the exterminator's prefix on it, which is situationally useful. I generally like my prefixes to be a little bit more versatile than that, but yeah, fine, we'll give an exterminator's gun a run through. More importantly on this thing, we've got VAT's critical shots doing 50% more damage and critical meter feeling a little bit faster, at 15% faster in fact. So, take away that bullshit prefix, we've still got ourselves a solid VAT usage type harpoon gun here, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So 175 damage, that's something that we saw with the bloodied one, so let's go ahead and upgrade that a little bit more. Obviously, again, lock and load is going to be very, very important for using this thing. So heavy gunner goes on, heavy gunner goes on, and would you believe heavy gunner goes on. Going to be using this in power armor to get accuracy and also penetrating armor, which is nice. And of course, we're going to go over to bloody mess to increase our damage even more. Hopefully those super mutants currently shooting my house will not distract me too much. We've also got quick hands here. Hopefully this works. It was working with my quad harpoon before, but maybe shots or weapons that have one shot in the mag before you have to reload don't work with this. I don't know, we'll have to actually see if that one works. I'm not actually sure about that. I'll probably replace that with critical savvy so I can get even more critical shots off, because I'm thinking that's what we ought to do to, make this thing good. Just use it in VATs all the time. Obviously, concentrated fire is going to help out a lot if we want to snipe with this thing. It might take a few shots, which is going to be slow and painful to not only sit through, but to watch. But we just have to do the best we can with the build we've got. We have to cut corners sometimes when it comes to this build, when it comes to, in the name of versatility. But anyways, with those perks added, 322 damage. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to use this to blow the shit out of some super mutants. Okay, but since we're using this thing in VATs, I think a reflex sight will benefit us a lot more than a dumb little scope. So yeah, also we've lost... Oh, it's that attachment bug. Hang on, if I go back in and start fiddling with the attachments again. There we go, it's gained a reflex sight. You can see it there. That'll help us out in VATs a little bit, using less AP per shot. Hey, do you remember how sucky the bloodied harpoon gun was against crowd control situations with lots of ghouls? Let's go straight into the fray and see what we can do with this. Where the bloody hell are you going, mate? You took a wrong turn, didn't you? Okay, so VAT shots only. We're going to guarantee these shots, goddammit. And there's still that goddamn trigger delay, but we're in power armor this time, so we can sort of take the hits. In fact, I don't think they've hit us yet. There's our first hit against us. So, yeah, we're basically going to play this like an all-rise super sledge using scrub. We're just going to stand here, take the hits, and don't bother to actually aim or anything. We'll just let VATs do everything. Because God forbid you move around and dodge the ghouls, you just let them dogpile you. How many fucking players have I seen just encircled with a bunch of ghouls with a super sledge? So many. Or with their fucking XO1 power armor, or even Minecraft power armor. It's either one or the other. Apparently you haven't woken up yet, so you just get hit without VATs. So I've got no problem in terms of damage with this thing. I'm definitely killing them, and, making this thing work in VATs is quite easy at this range, so, it seems to be faring a little bit better. That's only because I can take the hits. I'm going to get shredded by the ghouls under normal circumstances when it comes to this stuff, and I didn't actually kill you. That's interesting. Yeah, so you can see that this thing is still not great. I mean, I didn't expect it to be that good, but at least we're surviving this time by virtue of being A, inside a power armor, and B, not at bloodied health threshold to, boost our damage even more. That's a roamer. Bless your little cotton socks, I can probably bash you to death. You're also a roamer. Well, despite them being roamers, I'm one-shotting them like I would with charred feral ghouls, so, these spawns are lame, but the effect is the same. It fucking annoys the shit out of me, though, when, things aren't what they should be. Like, these guys should have been high-level ghouls like the rest of them, but apparently they didn't spawn with the main bunch. They sort of just showed up. See, there's a gangrenous. If I had more like that to shoot at instead of dumb fucking roamers, I'd be happy. And then a surprise deer tries to save his friend ghoul. Well, guess what? You ain't a bug, but you can die just the same. Okay, so adrenal reaction stacked pretty high now, and of course adrenaline at 60%. Get ourselves 613 damage, and we've got this with Gunsmith, and I'm through the ghouls with like a third taken out of that second health bar. So, you know, I did deliberately, you know, damage this thing so I could repair it to over-repairing it. It seems to have paid off because this thing doesn't have the best condition, but it'll hold through. When it comes to fighting lots of monsters like this, like I said in my bloodied thing, on my bloodied harpoon gun, like, just literally switch to something else. It's fucking terrible in these situations. That is to say, you can get by, but bring your power armor, bring your defense builds, blah blah blah. Except don't bring your defense builds. Go all attack, otherwise you miss out on weapon damage. Okay, now for something a little bit stronger, and the build has changed ever so slightly. So usually we'd have like one round of, what's it called, class freak and starts genes, but I've just popped that out for better criticals, and that reload perk, rapid reload, what's it called, that, yeah, the quick hands, that one, that's been replaced with critical savvy. So hopefully we don't pick up any mutations or any, yeah, new shit, but we're just gonna risk it for the biscuit, you see, so we'll see how we go. There we go, easy one-shot kill there. And believe you me, I tried one-shotting a super mutant warlord by shooting them in the head, and it didn't work under normal circumstances. We're going to sneak, by the way, because I know how to fucking make this weapon work, and stealth is one of the ways you can make it work. But yeah, I was testing this out before I had a scope on for more precision, but I found that, you know, even with this sneak attack critical at a pretty far distance away, I couldn't one-shot a super mutant warlord, so I'm going to take an extra adrenal reaction damage that we get out of this to make sure it gets us over the line. But of course, once we get that first kill, you fucking bastard moved before I could shoot ya. Oof, that's really fucking bad accuracy. Okay, looks like we're going to have to get in nice and close to make this thing work. And if you could actually fucking shoot him. Still, it's an annoying trigger delay, and we're not sneaking anymore, so rip fucking sneak attack criticals. We've got a critical going though. There we go. How many shots does it actually take to gather a critical? That's the question. Stop it. Stop shooting at me, man. Okay, out of action points now. They're coming back a little bit quicker than normal thanks to Action Girl. I did deliberately put that perk on because I knew that I was going to use this thing quite a lot in VATS, and if I could fucking shoot this thing as soon as I got the thing reloaded. I don't understand why they put this massive fucking trigger delay on it. It's the dumbest thing ever. I don't care if it's for balance, and I also bumped up my sensitivity. Let me just press that button on my mouse to bring that down again, and probably just like before, 630 damage. I'm sitting under Nerd Rage threshold. Do I want a little bit more accuracy, or would I rather get more damage out of Nerd Rage? I'm trying to make this work. I'm trying everything in my goddamn knowledge to make this thing work. Okay, 756. We're getting there. That's pretty respectable. We're gonna have a bit of trouble now. Maybe better criticals isn't needed. I'll see if that works, but if not, we'll chuck on Serendipity because, you know, we kind of want to keep ourselves at Nerd Rage threshold. What, that's a skirmisher? That's a brute. He's got a missile launcher though, so he poses quite a threat. Why would it give us baby super mutants around here? Oh, wait, I know. It's because someone's already cleared out these super mutants and they're just spawning something that would be more appropriate to their level, which they didn't come around the back and clear these things out, so they're obviously a low-level scrub. I missed a non-moving target. I think I can just stop playing now. I don't think I'm fit to actually do this weapon review that I've missed a fucking turret which was moving nowhere. Or I'm gonna step inside, and if there's nothing there, I'll probably just angrily mutter to myself and then service swap until I find something. So I think when it comes to harpoon guns, the prefix is the real make or break of the weapon. Depending on what the prefix of the weapon is going to depend a lot on what it can do. Obviously, secondary and tertiary effects can do well, as you've seen with some of the critical shots I got earlier, but without a good prefix, this thing seems to lack quite a lot. Some good examples of prefix, or examples of good prefixes on this thing, is obviously Bloodied. Heaps of damage. You can snipe things from pretty much ages away if they're standing still. You still got to remember that projectile speed is shite. Two-shot is pretty good, 25% increase, but again, you're increasing very high damage anyway, which is nice. Obviously, two-shot explosive, you know, add explosive into the mix, you can make any weapon pretty strong. Quad, that's another one. Everybody knows the quad explosive harpoon gun is like the best of the best when it comes to harpoon guns, so obviously that instigating effect can also go well. Obviously that synergizes well with the high base damage already of the weapon, and you don't have to actually be, you know, at low health like the bloody thing to get a whole lot of damage out of that, you see. So, you know, there's certain prefixes that could be really good, but other prefixes, lame ones like exterminators, for you know, for reference, is crap. So crap that it can't even one-shot a super mutant overlord in the chest. That's odd. And really fucking bad accuracy when it comes to VATS, even this close. I know I'm at low perception, but come on. Winter could hit shots like that in her sleep, although I guess perception is the factor there, isn't it? Yikes. That's just bad luck. Alright, don't aim for the fucking head. Chest shots or nothing, basically. Coin flips are definitely not something you want to go for when it comes to things like this, especially if you're at this health with super mutants shooting at you from multiple sides. I can't even shoot these guys, one-shot them without sneak attack critting them, so ooh. And again, I'm not using this thing in VATS all too much, but the accuracy on this thing really doesn't back it up either. So, yeah, I'm not really keen on this certain set of legendary effects on my harpoon gun. It definitely doesn't seem useful. And I know I'm going to get these comments saying, oh, you're not testing them on Mirelurks or bugs. No shit, that comes later. What you saw there before I got the shot off was a little bit of bleed damage we get out of the barbed harpoon, which is cool, I guess. Back into caution now. I've got a critical on the way for him, so he is dead. And I guess we just keep on... Oh wait, we've run out of action points, so that kind of sucks. This thing is still quite high on the AP usage, but it's a lot better than it was. Oh, looks like we've got him catching up to us now. I knew I left some super mutant. He's actually found his way to us, and we've leveled up, so we instantly get a nice little heal there. But still... maybe I could go better with this thing if I was outside of power armor, using nerd rage and all of my unyielding bits to gain perception so I can snipe from a little bit further out. I think that's the way to go, because a little bit of accuracy bonus and armor penetration, well, I'm not even getting that anymore, but I guess that didn't help all too much. Well, I'm not getting that damage now, so might as well fuck that off and replace it with... Oh, go away, doggo, I'm switching perks. See, Fallout 4 enemies were courteous enough to completely stop when you pull out your Pip-Boy, but no. Alright, I have a look at the accuracy on this thing now. Obviously, it's going to be guaranteed if it's the chest at that range, but what about something a little bit more... Excuse me, AP bar, would you fucking mind regenerating for once in your life? I think that's the Mad Max Super Mutant too. I mean, we got a critical there, which is why we got that kill, but still. Yep, she's struggling. She's really struggling. There we go. We got lucky there, and we're back into sneak attack crit territory. I want to stay here for as long as goddamn possible, because this is going to make our run a lot quicker if we can one-shot this dude. Hang on, just wait for the AP to regen. Do I have any canned coffee on me by any chance? I don't, but I do have water, which will give me more AP regen thanks to Rejuvenated. There's a little bit more water than I needed, but, you know, healing is fun too. Nah, that's still fucking garbage, even from the accuracy that we gain out of, what's it called, Stabilize, so fuck that off, I guess. And don't worry about him shooting me, he's only got a semi-auto one. If he knocks us down another rank of Adrenal Reaction... Well, that's 70% from fucking point blank. No, that's shit. That is fucking terrible. Alright, Buckle up your seatbelts. This is going to be a slow ride unless I get a nice critical. Okay, that works. And a Sentinel's bolstering. Shit, that's actually alright. That's actually pretty good. I'll like to see that, except I probably won't like to see that. That'd be a very gruesome death. Also, who would have thought that, you know, guts would make nice necklaces? Don't know why that would be nice. It'd probably stink after a while. Also, apparently, there's a lot more super mutants than usual. Maybe I'm taking ages to kill them, but, you know. If I die here, I'm not even gonna fucking try. Just whatever. Kill me if you want. I'll come back. I'll come back with a more terrifying weapon. There's the king. We're not even fucking hitting anything. You know, fuck this. I'm using something else. We'll move on to the next segment. Alrighty, so we're outside of my power armor now. Just have a look at my perception from this. 15, which is a little bit better. Obviously, we can't test it directly because he's not a super mutant warlord, but what he is doing is flexing on us right now. What you're witnessing is a T-posing swan, or at least a swan that should be sleeping in the water, but that's what he looks like. He's just buried himself. It's as good as a T-pose, to be honest, so we'll get started on him. Ah, that's pretty good damage right there. I'm just gotta wait until our criticals do the work. There we go, there's a nice little head sagger there. At least when it's 1v1 we can do something with this, but that's kind of your limits when it comes to this thing. So, you know, if you've got a real hate boner for Swan, you know, you can kill him easily enough with this. But honestly, you can do that with any old weapon. I could do that with a fucking switchblade on Winter if I was completely unspec'd with 2 strength. I'm not going to prove that by doing it now because it'll take me a while, but you get the idea. Righto then, time for the main event. You've all been waiting for this moment. We're gonna actually use our exterminator's prefix for something other than saying it's fucking useless. So, you know, let's get going. We've got a couple of scorched crabby dudes. If we can't one-shot everything here, I'm going to be very disappointed. That was a miss. That doesn't count. Oh, he's climbing. What the fuck? He climbed. Is it possible to learn this power? Oh god, the reload speed. The reload speed. Also, I meant to jump there, that's why I'm calling for help. I don't actually have like a medic crew sitting behind the cameras ready to revive me. I just die. Ugh. You see, when it comes to the harpoon gun, if there's any more than 2 enemies that, you know, even if one of them takes more than 1 shot to kill, you're basically fucked. There's nothing you can do. You might as well just stick the harpoon gun in your mouth and, you know, kill yourself so they don't get the satisfaction of killing you, you know what I mean? Obviously I hit that fucker on the shell, so that's no good. I hit a 0% chance with the critical, so that's alright. That is an unscorched My Alert Queen, so she might cause a bit of a problem with the rest of them. Is that a sliding? I saw you ice skate there for a moment. Alright, one more glowing My Alert to kill. There we go. Nice little sneak attack critical on that fellow. 50% plus damage. I think that is time for the queen. No, it's not. We've got an extra. It's a level 1. We one-shotted a level 1. Best weapon ever. Alright, here's how this is going to work, queen. You're not going to detect me, so I can make this as fast as possible. Let me tell you something, that extra 30% damage sure come in handy now. Yeah, what do you think about that? Also, I think I just saw a random gun zombie up on my health bar thing, but nope. The time for killing them is now though, so I guess they're a little bit early. Why not throw some robot murder into this video before we take out the bat? He's in the way, might as well take him. You're only a laser gutsy. These guys tickle compared to the real scary ones. Hang on. Just uncloak yourself for a second. Shit, I should have used my critical there. Critical! Oh, yeah. Okay, that Assaultron Dominator is probably gonna destroy me. So, no. Stop it. Oh! Clutch headshot. Oh, man. And then I respawned and there's a Scorch Beast right there. So before getting our terrible vengeance upon the robots, we have to kill some zombies first of the gun variety. And I don't believe that I missed a 70% chance shot. That was some bullshit right there. Okay, that was only just a lone wolf. We can leave him alone. We can follow our junk radar blip. Oh, hang on. No, those are my kills, Scorch Beast. You should... Okay. Yeah, you better fuck off, mate. I've got some fucking... Gotta kill these battle droids over here. He's still smoking like he's been shot, so, you know. For the Republic, I'm killing robots like the clones do in the Clone Wars. Hold on, let me just grab my shit before I forget. Alright, torso shot. Ah, you're still crippled, though. That's nice. Oh, that mustn't have been a critical. There's the critical when I needed it. Fucking well. Luckily, I disabled your stealth unit, so that worked. What are you shooting at? Hang on, there's something around here that's aggroing the queen. I can't have that queen. No, she's a little bit off a queen of yet. Oh, you were just luring me over. Okay, apparently ghouls and Scorch Beasts are adopting tactics. Okay, I'm basically fucked again. Because I've got so many targets in my face and I can't possibly hope to kill them all. Like, it'll take a week to fucking reload this thing. I could fucking, I don't know, Alt-Tab, go on some dodgy website, have a fucking crank, and then come back and it won't be reloaded. I'll still be like fucking staring at this thing reloading. That's how fucking long it takes. It's so fucking annoying. And the fact that you have to wait for this thing to go... Oh, that one was quicker. Okay, I can eat my words there. For some reason, that one was quicker. Is it a timing thing? I don't really know, but a lot of the times, this thing just doesn't shoot. It might be a timing thing. What? Okay. Hang on, let me just test this once more. Okay, that thing totally was happening. Have I managed to somehow destroy the trigger delay on this? Ah, there it is again. Okay, I managed to get rid of it, but then unequipping and re-equipping the weapon made it come back. Is this a bug, Bethesda? Okay, so there you have it. That was the Kingfisher, the most useless survival mode weapon. Yeah. And you thought the fucking, what, the Junkie's swing speed switchblade was bad? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. This thing, I can only think of one use for this thing. One use can actually make this thing worthwhile. You are staring at the one and only use for this thing. So, normally you'd get 40 scripts out of this, and yeah, that's all well and good. It's a 3-star weapon, that makes sense. But I got a little bit more out of this. I got a headache out of this, 40 scripts obviously, and like a $50 swear jar bill. So, thanks Kingfisher, you piece of shit. $51 now. Thank you for watching, guys, and you can die now. That's satisfying. And then it explodes out there. Okay, I think that's the last we'll see of the Kingfisher. I can only think of one other weapon that I want to put in there more. You probably know what it is.